What up, YouTube? It's Eclipse here. Today we're going to watch something from the channel, Awesome YouTube channel. I used to watch this channel a lot. I am subscribed to them. I just recently back to subscribing to them. The X-Men movies got me hooked back on again. Yeah, Nostalgia Critic. I did watch a lot of him growing up, but I know I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd more. I know I liked... So when new videos come out, it would be just for him. I would just watch the nerds videos more now than Nostalgia Critic. But I am back to watching him again. Yeah, something I like, Kim Possible. Yeah, I do like. This is the new freaking movie though, the reboot that's not meant for me. It's definitely not. I guess they don't really care about the people who grew up watching him. They're just like, hey, here's a show. Here's something original. It's not original. Something that came over like around my generation. And yeah, I grew to like it. Yeah. In 3, 2, 1.
This episode brought to you by Stamps.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience?
I always want to know what that is. It's a satellite, but is it like the wind? Like, is it a fan? Am I a fan? Na, 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 na. Yeah, wasn't there another female? That's right. It's Antichrist, your brother. Right. See, I should have muted that to the copyright. I don't want to get. I'm gonna get something from Disney. I even yelled that a while ago.
Impossible. It appears I have you in my clutches once more.
Well, beats doing homework.
Yes,
Freaking makeup and stuff.
I want to be a better quiz, but whatevs. Chico, use the laser beam to blast her into itty Kimmy pieces.
Why? It's just literally going to backfire like everything else.
You know, this is why you didn't get a gift for Administrative Professionals Day.
So she was in the movie.
Well, you know what they say.
Yeah.
Laser beam there, done that.
Okay.
I've seen a few minutes of it.
So dollar store.
What? Who's this?
I'm Athena, Kim's new sidekick.
What? You're not a regular. Where's Unstoppable?
KP, I ate my own feet.
Wow, was he always that useless?
Chico, make her go green.
Bring back the Nako. Bring back the Nako for a limited time. It's sponsored by Ajax.
You may have won this round, but face the fire of my
The fresh maker. Ajax is not a fresh maker.
What is this? What's happening?
Can't you see she's upset that someone saved the day cooler than her?
What?
Yeah, that trick with the mirror was like so cool. Now everyone at school's gonna think you're the big hero.
That was like one cool thing she did. You have years of cool things you did. Nobody at school is gonna care.
Tell she could have left me again.
Come again.
I'm putting this mission in jeopardy just so I can get the glory.
Okay.
Oh, they're
Kim,
so
let's
like
go
that.
the
They're
wrong
so
way.
like that. It's not that so Raven. It's so that.
No, I want the
So
attention. I want
that. So
Okay, come out.
that.
Critic, what is it, baby?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, when I said I wanted to recreate Kim Possible, I thought we were actually going to recreate Kim Possible.
Critic, you need to chillax out, baby. This is totally impossible.
Is it? It sure doesn't
I don't-
feel that way. I remember
God,
Kim
this is
Possible
stupid.
being
No,
an
I'm
early
just
2000s
writing
Disney
something.
series that was a satire of spy and superhero cliches. While it was mainly for kids, it had a ton of tongue-in-cheek humor for adults, with hilarious villains, a unique art style, and at the center, a hero everybody wanted to be.
Anybody remember the AMVs that came out through this? There was some.
I don't know anyone who'd want to be this.
Hit me! Hit me! I want you to do it! Hit me!
Critic, you don't understand. This is.
There could be a show called So That. Not That So Raven or
Yeah, a
nothing.
more emotional Kim.
I don't
high
know. That's
school
an idea
drama,
there.
new
Go
sidekick.
with that. Go with that.
Sidekicks. What happened to the one you had before?
KP, I'm in my own stomach. Save me.
This is gonna suck, isn't it?
This is Disney, baby.
Yeah, when have they done anything wrong recently?
I don't know. They better take down my video though. Come on, let me just have this. cease and desist. More like
Kim Possible the movie
feet
premiered on
and,
the Disney Channel in February of 2019.
assist
17 years after the premiere of
the
Critic
YouTubers that are now
animation.
going.
The fans were skeptical. They tried to keep an open mind, as it kind of looked like the show, seemed to follow the same ideas. Plus, it's the same channel that made it before. That's gotta be a good sign when the same creative force goes back to a nostalgic property, right?
I know, right?
Right. When it did premiere, fans were less than impressed, with many calling it a slower, awkward, and unfunny rendition of the crime-fighting teen they grew up with.
They did keep the
I
gadgets
admit,
though.
I only started really watching
on your
Kim Possible
phones.
about a year ago, so I don't really have the nostalgia goggles a lot of other fans may have.
So I do. I'll
It's
give
a
you my
kid's
intake.
show. I know changes need to be made for live action, and I'm open to a different interpretation if it works. But that indeed raises.
Of course,
the
Ruben has to be
question, does
CG,
it work?
CGI.
Baby, don't listen to him. You're empowering kids everywhere.
That's right. Now, how about a makeover?
Ooh, I love makeovers.
Oh, baby.
This is the Kim Possible movie. The film opens with a narration from Kim.
A few years ago, I accidentally received a distress call. I was done with my homework, so I answered it.
Bearing in mind if I wasn't, I'd just let people die. Yup, someone had a kid who watched the show and wouldn't talk to him unless he was in the movie version.
Success! The word is mine!
Patton Oswalt plays Professor
And then he
Demento.
melts.
Different looking, but still pretty authentic representation of the original.
My dear Dr. Glockman.
I heard you were thinking about not seeing the 2016 Ghostbusters reboot?
I saved the world. Who am I? I'm Kim Possible.
Kim is played by Sadie Stanley, a relative newcomer who I can see having a decent career outside of this. But here is kind of an awkward Kim Possible.
Focus, Ron.
You can't blame her too much, as I'm sure a lot of factors played into
So
it.
the drama, more like no
Directing,
no
and
drama
of course,
added.
Disney wanting their live-action
More
cool
cat
characters to
fights.
be cool to
Yeah.
a fault. In animation, Disney allows their cool characters to be, well, animated. With big expressions, wild takes, and an understanding that in order to be funny, you have to either have a mocking, cynical edge, a relatable vulnerability that can be mocked, or both. Their live-action cool characters don't usually do that, especially on the Disney Channel. They're more like role models you'd see on Full House, bland and forgettable. There's one or two exceptions that work in a little bit more extreme goofiness, but for the most part, they have to stay in the harmless Disney mold. Now, that's not to say Kim was deep or complex, but she was essentially Superman or James Bond, the cool person who did cool things you aspired to be. But you want to be that person because she leaves an impression on you.
Everybody wanted to
Could
be
get
her.
angry, cynical, paranoid,
Yeah.
which not only made her funny, but made her all the more
I
cool
wanted
when
to
she
be
overcame those
her.
weaknesses.
Everybody
this
did.
is just a generic happy teen. Someone you'd forget, even if she did save you from a tub of radioactive slime.
Come on, Doc, we gotta get out of here.
Thank you, I want to say Jeff. Ron Stoppable, ironically, is the exact opposite.
My name is Jeff.
He's actually too good. This
Jeff?
kid's impression is insane. If you were to close your eyes and listen to him and the voice actor, you couldn't tell which was which.
When I told you that one time I jumped off a cliff for you, I didn't expect it to happen.
Why not be more like me? Relax, laid back. This is impossible. We're both a little cranky after saving the world last night. You're writing something in finger paint.
Oh, is that how that's spelled?
But that's the thing. This isn't a cartoon, it's live action. And a voice in a cartoon and a voice in real life are two very different things. Ron's voice, even in animation, was a lot to take in. But it always balanced out because the writing for him was still clever enough to get a laugh.
Kim, I'll keep circling. There's nowhere to park.
You too?
The writing for him here, how do I say this, hurts.
I don't know if you know this about me, but when I grow up, I want to be a dog.
Well, that's in the universe forever. They're helped out by Wade, a much younger and
I never got that furry vibe from Ron.
Who's a computer hacker
Other
that helps
people,
out
yes.
behind the scenes.
Me, I don't know. But
That target lock. Professor Dementor is the scientist chained up.
I'm gonna talk about this for real quick. I know there's nothing to do with Kim Possible. We're just bringing up furries now. Like this person like showed me his Facebook. I'm weird about that. All of them were furries.
Hitler said the same thing.
All of them.
Kim interrupts.
I didn't see one normal, quote unquote normal, whatever the fuck, you know.
Professor Dementor.
Sorry for cursing, but man, dude, you could have shown me at least one person that I would have just.
Her and Ron start taking them down.
Why didn't you just give me a suit along with it? Like, oh man, I have to go through that.
Okay, we all loved Ang Lee's The Hulk, but I don't think that's the best movie to model after. Oh no, Henchman Wilhelm is down!
Kim started setting some self-destruct.
The scientist is rescued as they try to get him to safety.
From now on, I'll only use my slime for the good of humanity.
That man should get an Oscar for how damn seriously he took that line. We get a recreation of the show's intro that you can tell there's an attempt to make this relatively close to the original source material.
So what's the cinch?
The missed opportunities, though, are seen pretty quickly after with the reveal of Kim's parents. Anna, played by Allison Hannigan, and James, played by Matt Clark. Completely fine choices, I guess, but...
Exactly, I would say...
Why wasn't it the voice actors of Kim and Ron? Christy Carlson Romano and Will Friedle are not only around the proper age, but they do kind of look like them. It would have been such a great in-joke. And there's another problem, too, that may sound a little nitpicky, but bear with me here. Kim Possible's mom looks more like Kim Possible than Kim Possible does. Again, it's minor, but when you're thinking the mother of the lead would have been a much better lead, well, that's just straight up Judy Garland syndrome. Speaking of which, her mom sees if Kim is properly prepared for her first day of high school.
I picked out and sorted all of my outfits for the month.
So Kim Possible is now Cher from Clueless. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, sure. What are you doing?
Sit down, my little hummingbird. My sweet girl.
Girl boss to you. We certainly haven't dated this.
It's okay if you don't figure it all out on the first day. It's just high school. How hard can it be?
Easier than writing a line more original than how hard could it be? No, I wouldn't mind if my baby died. Why? You know she had more gadgets than a grappling hook, right?
Oh my god!
Boy, great acting from this lady. Oh no, what do I care? It's Disney Channel. Like, I'm gonna get a job from this. Meanwhile, we cut to the villainous Dr. Draken, played by Todd Stashwick, who was broken out of prison by Shigo, played by Taylor Ortega. These two are probably the best thing in the movie.
Look at Duff Killigan's Villainstagram. He has an underwater base. He used to have an island.
Well, that island slightly exploded.
I mean, technically that could be a real... Anyone could, like, make that app now.
Slower compared to John DiMaggio and Nicole Sullivan.
You know what? I'm gonna go say it. Maybe there is an app out there. Someone try to make a villain Instagram.
I have no problem buying them as the classic evil duo.
The color is cool.
51 that's so special?
You know, flying saucers, alien technology, yada, yada, yada.
Did you get the Zacadian Q46?
Yeah, it's in there.
In there.
It's over. I can't reach it.
Kim's first day of high school, on the other hand... Oh, it's like a Western. We have to portray high school like a high-stake action sequence because nothing else is portrayed like a high-stake action sequence.
Being an action movie,
Freshman. Oh,
I think we would skip a little bit of the school, but it's part of
Here's
it.
the problem. Have they really done this like a Western, like a social double talk draw? Maybe this would have been really funny and good commentary on high school.
It's good to see you, Kim. You look so much older since I last saw you.
Oh, Bonnie, you look exactly the same, even down to the clothes you wore 3 years ago.
Are you gonna try out for the school musical? I know you loved drama so much.
No, Bonnie. No matter how hard I try, you'll always be the prima donna.
See, that would have given the humor it needed, justifying the Western tone. But instead, the kids just stand in a circle for no reason. They play the music, and it goes nowhere. So many jokes take this same route, starting out with an okay idea, but never following all the way through with it. But hey, she's not a cheerleader anymore because, I don't know, progressive?
When are cheerleading tryouts?
You want to cheer? School? Yeah, go hang with the losers in Lowerton.
Oh, yeah, if there's anything cheerleaders are always associated with, it's being losers. Ugh, lazy.
Boring.
Lame. Go back to the chess club, stupid dorks. It looks like Kim is late for her first class as she runs after the bell rings.
It's best to abandon any hope of joy and find meager satisfaction in monotony.
Well, I just heard the funniest line in the movie. Peace out.
Nobody told us they renumbered the classrooms.
Yeah, I did that. Keeps you kids on your toes.
Dude, how short was that class? What, did it take an hour to walk to her homeroom? To make things worse, Kim is somehow late again to her next class. She'll have to use some high-tech gadgetry to get to really pushing that grappling hook, huh? Disney, you have a problem. They keep the running joke from the original of Mr. Barkin somehow being every teacher in the school, but the downside is, it's not Patrick Warburton like in the show. And let's be honest, his voice is comedic pixie dust. It makes everything funny.
Yeah.
Just watch this scene.
It takes me 90 minutes to
I guess you
prepare
tried.
Whisker Boots her low-carb, high-protein breakfast. Isn't that right, Lady Whisker Boots? Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
Now imagine Warburton doing it. It takes me 90 minutes to prepare Lady Whisker Boots her low-carb, high-protein breakfast. Isn't that right, Lady Whiskers? Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. You'll also notice the film has taken all the hit-and-miss school signs in the show and conveniently replaced them with only the misses. It's like your Halloween candy being stolen and only the bit of honeys are left. What monster keeps handing those out? So Kim tries out for the soccer team, and like you, I'm surprised they didn't make a kick possible.
I never heard of those.
Oh, wait, save it for the sign. But Bonnie says she has to get through all of them in order to make the team.
Come on, you guys!
Why am I doing this?
Okay.
Okay, what slot machine edited this? She makes the goal, much to Bonnie and her droog's dismay.
That was amazing. Congratulations to our newest equipment manager.
I don't even get it. Why wouldn't they want her on her team? She's a world-famous spy. It's like putting LeBron James on your team, but only as the mascot. Somebody rent out a brain cell.
I've had the absolute worst first day of school that any human could have.
Well, maybe don't wear midriffs based on Pup Barbie's wardrobe, and you might have a shot. They hear a girl crying in the corner and see she's having a rough time fitting in too.
I didn't make any friends.
It's only your first day.
Not everything involves a flip. I hope that made you feel inferior.
I'm Kim.
I know.
It turns out this girl is named Athena, and she's one of Kim's biggest fans.
Ah, Athena, as in the goddess of, I want to say dentistry?
You're funny, Ron. Sit down. Speaking of which, would you like some context of that dog line from earlier?
That's Ron Stop Pitbull. I didn't really have any friends to go with me.
When I grow up, I want to be a dog. Thanks to you, I'm one step closer.
Didn't make anything better, did it? Why does knowing more always hurt more?
Be the dog you want to see in the world.
Thank you. And Wolf.
How are these kids not fitting in? It's such a mystery. Athena seems to help out quite a bit, as she's good at making excuses about why they're
I feel
always
like I'm
late.
losing like a part of me.
At this point is a good question. Why are they always late?
Maybe it was my fingernail all along.
Volunteering at the cat shelter for
This is
all
made as
the
something. It's
homeless
not
cats
like
out there.
Well,
really
I suppose
us.
I could let it pass for meow. I mean, now.
Remember what I said about Warburton making any line funny? I take it back. He couldn't make that line funny. I suppose I could let it pass. Not worth the attempt. It'll just make you sad. Kim and Athena study together as Kim, humbly, pimps her shit out.
Wow, so many grappling hooks.
She had a ton of other gadgets! Why is there such a focus on the grappling hook? You know what? I got her here. I'm gonna ask her. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna find out.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
Oh my god! Get out! What are you doing
I'm sorry.
here?
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to be on the thing. I didn't know. How was I supposed to know? I wasn't even sure you were here. I was just gonna...
Why don't you wear this on missions anymore? It used to be your thing. I don't know. I guess wearing the same thing all the time kind of felt cartoony after a bit.
Ha!
Dance.
It's a Disney Channel movie. We have to do at least
Wait,
one dance number or be
that's a
punished by
foreshadow.
death.
Your shirt.
Ever wonder where Zach and Cody went?
You're like
So
Shigo.
Kim decides to show Athena
She didn't
how
know
to play
Shigo?
soccer. She says, do a flip. She says, okay, good lesson.
You're a fast learner.
And you're a great teacher.
And I'm wondering if there's a Kim Possible movie in our near future. Seriously, we're close to halfway through, and excluding the intro, there's been no spy stuff in this. Isn't that why people watch the show? To see all the cool crime-fighting shit? Oh, wait, no, it was to get makeovers. Kim Possible, everybody!
Close your eyes. Picture the best version of yourself. You see her?
Now imagine her hotter. Be that, Disney.
That's the person I want you to be. And I can't wait to meet her.
I saw myself as a skinhead at rallies. You know, maybe you shouldn't listen that close. She comes out in an outfit and hair that, as Ron says, out-Kims Kim.
You've out-Kimmed Kim. I actually decided to make myself a mission suit in case the time came I had to battle evil.
You said be my best self. Well, my best self is Jennifer Jason Leigh from Single White Female.
Speaking of there awkwardly being too many Kims, Christy Carlson Romano makes a totally out-of-nowhere appearance as a pop star named Poppy Blue. And I mean totally out of nowhere. They danced to one of her songs earlier, but aside from that, there is no mention of this character beforehand. They didn't even say that Kim knew her. It's beyond random.
She's fierce, and I should know because I invented the
Mom, Aunt Becky thinks she's a pop star again.
This train is leaving the station. All aboard.
My God, are you still talking?
So I guess she takes him.
Y'all should be in the damn car. We should have just go already. It's an action movie.
We don't need to get to
Less
that
action.
stuff so quickly.
More drama.
Pace yourself.
More drama.
Take your time.
Less action.
Dance or makeover.
More action. There, that order. I think I'm nailing a formula. I am nailing something. Yes. Yes, I am. Okay.
Disney Channel. Empowering girls, you know, when it's cool.
They're not doing a Gravity Falls movie, are they?
No, I can't touch that, yeah. They let it go. DirecTV movies might not be good, but we'll take them. Sure, I would love that. I want Mabel to grab and cook over there. Like it'd be a good poster. Mabel's in my corner.
How can you, when no one really loves to go to the post office? Who has time for all that traffic and lugging those packages around?
I do not.
Thank God for Stamps.com. It's one of the most popular time-saving tools for small businesses. Stamps.com eliminates trips to the post office and saves you money with discounts that you can't even get at the post office. Exclamation point.
Stamps.com brings all the amazing services of the post office to your computer.
Whether you're a small office sending invoices, an online seller shipping out products, or even a warehouse sending thousands of packages a day, Stamps.com can handle it with ease.
Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to spend anywhere.
Once your mail is ready, just hand it to your mail carrier or drop it in a mailbox. It's that simple. With Stamps.com, you get 5 cents off every first-class stamp and up to 40% off priority mail. Not to mention it's a fraction of the cost of those expensive postage meters. Stamps.com is a no-brainer, saving you time and money. It's no wonder over 700,000 small businesses already use Stamps.com.
Right now, my viewers get a special offer that includes a 4-week free trial, plus a free digital scale.
Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in
I would.
That's Stamps.com.
I would want to.
Click on the microphone at the top.
I would. Y'all send me stuff one day. Hopefully, you know that's the thing.
Today.
Plus a free digital scale.
Kiss me, you fool! Wow, that's gross. Housekeeping's gonna hate me. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in the code nostalgia to claim your special offer. And eat pork chops, because it's not cabbage. You've been warned.
So Kim, Ron, and Athena sneak into a secret lab where Shiko is said to have broken in.
What is this place?
The Institute for Advanced Neurodynamic Studies.
Oh my God, don't know how you figured that one out. Ron comes across a mammal that was being experimented on, giving him super intelligence. He goes by the name, you guessed it, Rufus.
Hey, little guy. What is he?
Ugly as sin, but burnable.
Going with the parallel universe here. There's another universe where they met later.
Inadequate to Athena's superior spying technique.
Because it works.
Wait, can you run
It's always supposed to have them. They're always meant to be.
46, and that's where we'll find Shigo. Come on.
And that's when it hit me. I never read a book in my life. I just hit shit. They come across Shigo stealing the Tesseract for Draken when Kim and the gang stop her.
It's been too long.
Can't say I was feeling particularly nostalgic.
Most IMDb users would agree with you. It lands on top of the tower, so perhaps a flying rocket pack would be useful here. Was your mother a grappling hook? Kim and Ron get trapped in a cage with electric eels, of which Kim is terrified.
Never told you this, but I am terrified of electric eels.
Isn't that nice that after all this time we're still learning about each other?
Okay, that got a chuckle.
Did you know electric eels can spawn thousands of babies at any given time?
What?
Okay, I'm weirdly impressed with this movie's eel humor. Athena fights off Shigo with a staff. However, security cam footage of the fight leaks onto the internet via Draken, and Athena is now the school hero.
Welcome to the Mad Dog.
Yay! It makes sense to take the girl who did one thing and shit on the girl who did it a million times before. High school. You get it! Damn it, there should be 3 seasons of office-style forced romance before I get jealous of who Ron talks to.
Kimberly Ann. Hey, Nana.
So Kim visits her grandmother to feel better.
Lucky you, I made a batch of brownies this morning.
It is 4:20 after all.
Feel up for
A workout?
They decide to learn how to use the bow staff, but Grandma figures out it's because she wants to learn how to be better than Athena.
What is it, baby?
I've never met someone who's better than me.
Wow. Would you like another plate, or are you too full of yourself?
Jealousy is very unbecoming, Kimberly Ann.
I'm not jealous. If I'm not the best at those things, then who am
Which
I?
could be your
A jealous girl. That is literally
successor.
the definition. Okay,
It's all about her.
So Kim could
She's the
have
villain.
emotional turmoil at times, but it was either funny or relatable.
Second,
If they ever
Shigo.
did do an episode about her being jealous, say of something Bonnie did, she gets angry, but then realizes it's petty shit and moves on to something more important, like crime fighting. Remember that? This not only doesn't match Kim's character from the show, but it also doesn't match Kim's character in the movie. Because it's friggin' non-existent! It's just a forced message disguised as a human being. It feels false, manipulative, and worst of all, not funny.
That's who I am.
No, that's what you do.
Then I don't know who I am.
The first honest thing this movie admitted.
Kim Possible. It's about empowerment unless some girl does better than you. In which case, be catty as hell. Because she's dumb. She's dumb and I hate her. I used to think girls could get along, but now I know it's about popularity and looking good and getting the most attention. Thank you, Disney. Thank you for making me realize how it is. God, I'm so alone.
Back at school, Athena is honored with the most promising freshman of the year award. Your school doesn't have that? Why don't you just call it what it really is? But Draken and Shigo burst in.
Don't be alarmed. We're only here to kidnap Athena.
Ron, grapple me.
I'm gonna help him.
Henchmen, attack!
Women, attack!
The real Shigo never say that. I am obsessed with Shigo now. She's like a waifu.
Yeah, progressive.
Second waifu. Because
I just spent watching a kick-ass icon cry, get jealous,
This is the second one.
and do very little ass kicking. But henchwomen! This is the woke masterpiece we've been waiting
like you want her to erase her memory.
Kim has a chance to hand Athena a staff, but she decides to do it herself and screws up. That Athena girl's gonna get...
I guess in real life this would happen. I would just be tired.
Athena is kidnapped and the school is disappointed in Kim. Looks like it's time to suit up and go after the bad guy or cry. You haven't seen that yet?
I blew it, Ron. This was all my fault.
Oh, come on. It's your fault.
I mean, when you see how everyone else helped out, what with the cowering and the filming and the laughing, clearly a high schooler fighting a dozen adults was phoning it in.
I broke her, just like you asked me to.
But it's revealed, what a shock, Athena was working with Draken and Shigo. Oh my god, next you'll tell me the secret identity of Aquaman is Aquaman.
What is life?
So Kim goes to get the help of her family. Hey look, the twins are in this, they don't do dick. Moving on. As her mother and grandmother agree to help break into Draken and Shigo's lair.
No, wait, surely this requires a grappling hook.
I don't care if you have to use it like a hammer till your wrists bleed, I'm committed now. It must be grappling hook!
We're here. Come on, let's go.
Kim comes across Athena, who confesses everything.
But my purpose here was not to be your friend who inspires you. As you can see, I'm far more complex than that.
Okay, I'll admit, my pants have a little shit in them. See if you get this. For some reason, even after Athena explains everything, Kim still has to figure it out by looking at all the evidence she kept. What the hell is there to discover? She told you everything! World's greatest detective, my ass! Oh wait, that's Batman. What are you good at again?
Why do I need these? Safety precaution.
It looks like Draken is going to transfer all of Athena's skills into his body as Kim and her family pose, not once, but walk down the stairs, say a few lines, and pose again! Oh, she did it twice, we're dead! They trap Kim Posable in a laser cage, and oh yeah, he's a thing.
I'm on it.
He trailer shots his way to the release button, so the contribution of this genetically enhanced animal is bumping into something. And the family stops the machine, messing up the transformation, turning Draken into a child. I feel like the obvious outcome of this should be he turns blue, but maybe that's because this didn't all happen on a Tuesday. 2 points if you got that!
Hey, what happened to my clothes?
What's wrong with my voice?
I sound like Ron.
Guys, that thing's an explosion.
Thank you, Wade. If I'm set on fire, please let me know.
Kim, go! You need to get out of here. I have to stay behind.
Athena sacrifices herself to give them more time, and you know, I don't think there's enough of Kim crying. One more should complete me. Peter Parker and the cast of Lord of the Rings cry less than you! Naturally, though, they go looking for her in the rubble, and I'll just say, if the ending doesn't look similar to this, I don't care.
Athena, we're gonna get you out of this way.
Kim?
Say it with her now. I could use a hand! It's nice when we all hurt together.
We're gonna patch you up good as new, okay? You're a really good friend.
Well, this certainly isn't hypnotically horrifying.
Honey, how would you like to rebuild a Cybertronic humanoid?
Is this a happy ending or a sad ending?
It's an ending, that's enough.
So Athena is rebuilt, and Kim starts a martial arts club with her. So the moral of the story is being catty and vengeful isn't worth it because there's always more to a person than you think. Except Bondi, she sucks. Feel nothing for her. Girl power! Oh, I guess I should point out, there is an end credit sequence where Child Draken plans to infiltrate Kim's school, saying he skipped a bunch of grades. I just bring this up because this character is so funny that even in little boy form, he's hilarious.
Perfect. I will blend in flawlessly.
He's like if Truman Capote shrunk into a tiny Rick Moranis.
Laugh it up. This whiny, puny body I'm trapped in is a blessing in disguise. Now there's nowhere possible can hide from me.
Okay, if the We're Not Thirsty guys and likable characters, no more, no less. This feels like it's trying to be sensitive and empowering and standing up to the status quo, but when you go in with that intention first, rather than telling a good story with good characters, it backfires. Kim Possible was an empowering show because it didn't tell a story about a girl who was a hero, it told a story about a hero who was a girl. And it never drew attention to it. It just kind of did its own thing. It had fun entertaining everybody who watched it. No need to play to a particular gender or age. Anyone could watch it and get something enjoyable out of it. This just has that bad Disney Channel movie feel to it, where it's more about trying to get across a message not because it's ethical, but because it's popular. I'm not saying that was the intention or the idea, I'm just saying that's what it feels like. Well, they're missing what made Kim Possible popular then, because it wasn't trying to be a trailblazer, it was just trying to be fun, which there is very little of here. Simply put, this movie may think it's all that, but it's not.
Fun.
Hey,
Enjoy.
Want a surefire way to get
To-
revenge on this new Kim Possible?
Hell yes!
From world.
I know the one thing that can destroy.
It takes place in the real world. It's not that fun.
So, Kim Possible, you outwitted me this time, but I know the one thing that you fear most.
What?
The one thing that always sends shivers down your spine.
I'm being very jaded, am I? My bad. My bad.
Baby. I am altering the script. Pray I do not alter it any further. Shiko, unleash the secret weapon.
Gladly.
Oh no! Not totally spies!
There's more than one way to destroy Kim Possible. I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I
would leave those in if I were you.
Why?
No one ever listens to me.
Should have added blood. Like that.
When I grow up, I want to be a dog.
Hi, Doug Walker here. The National Breast Cancer Coalition is this week's charity shout-out. They're trying something very different. A countdown to a deadline for when a cure for breast cancer will be found. They are so confident that research has come so far and that people are so passionate to find one that by 2020, they say we will have the means for a cure. And if there's any organization that can do it, it's this one. With an A rating on Charity Watch, years of research under their belt, and the undying need to help those with this disease. This is a goal that so many of us can believe in. But they can't do it alone. They need your help, playing a big part in bringing the timeline of this disease to a close. Want to see them end this terrible illness once and for all? Click on the link and prove to them that we can make this a reality.
I see that happening. Yeah, that does work out. Thanks for watching me. Just watch that. You know, I kind of want to do more stuff like this. If it's not, you know, I need to react to things that are recent and popular to just be somebody. You know, I guess when I was a kid, I did kind of wanted to be a Nostalgia Critic. I kind of moved away from him for a while. I go back and I'm back and forth with this guy. I am the nerd all the way. I am more like the angry video. I am angry in real life. I need to work on that myself. So yeah, I have a TikTok where I can just like vent and fume out my you know movements. I can dance and shit. You know, need to cut back on the swearing because I know YouTube is watching me. I know YouTube is so... They don't want to get rid of me, but I don't know where I fit in because I was here since the start. Like, you know, like I started watching, like, I discovered YouTube, like, before anybody. Like, I guess I was one of the first people. Like, hopefully, yeah. I got TikTok, I got Twitter. If you want to talk to me about that, like, show me a video from 2006, 7, 8. Do that and whatever. See you in the next one. More of these pretty soon, actually. Yeah.